Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the live. I'm S. Marie. Happy October. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I came on to do a little bit of work. What y'all got going on? Let's see, is this my channel yet? Get set up. Cool beans, cool beans. Um, let's see. Oh, I was supposed to go on this other phone because I wanted to see if it was going to be staticky. Hey, Deandra, welcome to the live. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you've had an amazing day. I'll start to take this stuff off of my table, and then I realized, or I remembered, the quickest way to clean off your table is to make gifts. So I was like, okay, we'll give that a try. Hey, Sally Barlow. Hey, Crafty Granny. Welcome in. Hey, Pooh. How are you, love? Hope you're having a good day. Been missing you, but I totally understand. Totally understand. It's getting about that time, y'all. It's going to keep getting busier and busier. So if you ain't creating, what is you doing? I mean, I know some of y'all working. I know. I get it. I get it. Let's see. Hey, Miss Pam, welcome in. Hey, Miss Brenda. Miss Sally said, what's on the agenda tonight? Beverage containers. We're going to make some gifts in these beverage containers. So I am taking a page out of LBE's book. She's used these things before, and I showed you guys that I got them from the bin store. So I went out and pulled some things from my workshop and got it sitting up here. And now that I'm pull this stuff, I don't think I pulled good items. I don't know where my mind was. So we probably won't complete these gifts. But I do want to get a feel for what it's looking like and that kind of thing. So that's what we got going on today. Hey, Miss Cheryl, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Crystal's Unique. Who says I'm doing good? It was my day off. Oh, very nice. I saw you put out a short and stuff. So I'm definitely going to check latest post, see what you got going on in your workshop. Everybody speaking, everybody speaking. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. So I started opening these things and I was like, hold on. Hold on. Um, I was gonna get the staging and doing some other things. And as far as I got was basically just to open them up and figure out how big the top of it was. And I started cutting out bases. So that's why the scissors are up here. Because that's what I started doing. Uh, I did go out today. I went to Walmart. I got a couple of storage bins that were on clearance for $1. What else did I get? Oh, and socks. I bought lots and lots. Well, not lots, but I did get a fairly good amount of socks. Now I have socks, but I'm down to colors like these that are multi colors. You know, that kind of a thing. So I didn't necessarily think those would match up with my stuff. So I kept my eyes out for socks, and I saw a display of socks in a weird place in Walmart. And I was like, hold on a second. So I scanned them, and these ended up being $1. So I got a couple of pairs of these. Now they had plenty up there for $3 and $6 and even $11, down from 12 something. Like that was a huge savings. But I picked up a couple of packs of socks because the tones and the colors that I'm gonna be using are more muted than anything. So I figured we'd give this one a try. A couple of these pieces a try to see if they worked out better than the ones that I had. And I seriously think they will. So everybody's speaking. Hey, Tamika. Welcome in. She says hello. Thank you. Trying to maintain making gifts. I was challenged 4 gifts or less, and I start my seasonal job Friday, so I'm gonna be extra busy. That's what Pooh said. You are gonna be extra busy, but that's good. You've accepted your challenge. You're gonna get you some gifts in, even if it's one, even if it's and of course that's not every day, but you guys listen to your body and do as you feel. Far be it from me to tell you guys how to live your life. But sometimes, even if I can't get a gift made, I will straighten up some stuff or pull some products, try to start grouping them together, like planning the gifts. Um, the times that I can't get out of the bed, I will literally get pencil and paper and start jotting down some things, or I'll go back through my playlist that I've created in YouTube and start taking some notes of different concepts I saw being worked and things that I could use, from my stockpile to make that type of a gift work. So that's just a little bit of what I've done in the past, even when I haven't actually been able to create. Because those things take time as well, they take brain power as well. Um, you won't necessarily see immediate money from it as you would see from a gift, but they are important to your business also, at least in my opinion. Hi there, Miss Beverly Blackwell. Welcome to the live. Miss Rosetta's in. Hey. Pooh says, I'm going to do one more tonight. In bed I go. I have work in the morning. Okay, honey. Sounds good. Hey, Ashlux. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, Rhonda CW. Also known as Set Apart. Existing reconnect. What's your problem? I don't understand that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm waiting to see the magic. Let's go. Honey, you might have to come back for the replay, or either for a short or something tomorrow, Pooh, because I don't know that we're gonna make it through these, because I'm looking at these colors and they're not necessarily coloring to me right this second. So I don't know what I pulled or why, but we got some stuff going on over here. So in here, I was going to open one of these things, but I think you guys saw how I opened it. They're pretty straightforward with regards to opening them. What I also did was cut me a little, some cardboard pieces so I can use in the bottom of here as my base. She said, okay, sis, yeah, honey, because baby, I don't know. I don't know how far we're going to go, but we're going to play. We're gonna work with it and see what we got. But yeah, so I just opened it up and I was looking at the construction of it and like how I can make it more sturdy and all that kind of stuff. So I may put a little bit of tape. Where did my tape walk off to? So what have you guys been up to? I probably won't talk y'all through these gifts because I don't technically know what the crap I'm doing with these gifts. We're just gonna be honest and put it out there for you. It's been a long day. It's late in the afternoon and it is what it is. So I'm not gonna teach you all how to make gift baskets, as I am also learning to make gift baskets. I have not pre-done any of this stuff. I don't know what's going on. I saw a couple of videos. I remembered a couple of concepts and some things that I wanted to work. So I pulled them out and here we are. I do like to pre-make my gifts, pre-stage them, I pull some items, but not, enough to make 20 gifts with or whatever. So I'm just working along here and we're going to see. Hey, Roncia, welcome, welcome. Miss Rhonda says, I am pushing myself to get going. I signed up for a vendor event on the 9th. Oh, congratulations. And waiting for their response. It's a school and they are from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Oh, okay. I want a school event. Pray for me because I ain't got no gifts made yet. Rhonda, I have the concepts, but they not laid out yet. Laughing out loud. Miss Rhonda, I know you over there working in. I already know. Hey, Roncia, welcome in, welcome in. So, Miss Rhonda, what you gonna do? That's the question. That's what I want to know. What you gonna do? Are you finna make some gifts? Or what? Because I haven't been invited to a vendor event either. However, I am making gifts because when they call and say, "Hey, we have an event coming up on this day, and we just got your message and was wondering if you have availability," then I want to be able to say yes. And in order for me to say yes without completely spazzing out, I'm going to have some stuff made. So that's kind of what I've been working on. I've been talking to myself sternly about is that I need to get some stuff together. Go ahead and start getting my cash and carries together so that let's get some hot glue. Let's try that. Get my cash and carries together so that if I when they call me and say, "Hey, we want you to come," I'll actually be ready and have some stuff to take with me. So that's what lit a fire under my behind. I don't know if that's going to help you or not, but it definitely did for me. Rhonda says, "Girl, I was stoked. I got a lot of grab and goes in mind, so tomorrow is on." All right, Miss Rhonda, talking about tomorrow. Okay. The vendor event is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. You got to get working. Hey, Tasha. Welcome in. Welcome in. I got my socks, some tumblers. Oh, okay. So you're thinking of some stuff. All right, Miss Rhonda. Ain't nothing for you to get the wrapping. You don't need to wrap any boxes or any bases or anything like that. It's on the 9th. So that's next Thursday. That's my granddaughter's birthday. So I need to get her gift together. And Grandparents' Day at their school is the next day. So we'll be over there for Grandparents' Day. But I'm going to get started tomorrow. Okay. All right. All right. I hear you. I hear you. I ain't going to fuss at you. I just hear you. Because goodness knows I can't fuss at nobody, Miss Rhonda. I think both of those are too tall. And that's too tall. I think that one's a little bit better. These are the exact same height. So let's see. It's hot in here. I think it's these lights. I got on all the lights. Tasha says, "I'm just now starting my 10 concepts. I'm so sleepy, but no bedtime till I'm done." Way to stick it out, Tasha. Way to stick it out. I wanted to get some stuff done today. And other than making bows for those slippers, that's about as far as I got. I'm gonna order me some of that, whatever that ribbon is, the aqua ribbons that Never in a Million them be using. I've been finding a couple here or there at some thrift stores, so I've been using those. But I don't have but like yellows and golds. I thought I had a lot of blue, but I don't have. I could definitely use some blues to go with those. What do you call it? The slippers and stuff up there. So I might have to order me some or something. I don't know what I need to do, but we got to get some. We got to get some ribbons together. And I've decided that I am not going to attempt to wrap any. I mean, not wrap them. I'm not going to put the bows on them because if I put that aqua floral satin whatever the terrible ribbon, the wireless ribbon, if I put that on there, those things can get crunched up. And so I don't want them to get crunched while they're in the boxes or while they're in storage. So, excuse me, the need or rush to get bows made for them, I can kind of put off a little bit. I want bows on them because I want to take some pictures of them and start advertising and stuff like that. But then again, if I don't have bows on them right this second, then I could probably order some bows or find some locally. So I'm kind of up in the air as far as if I'm going to try to bow them or not. Right now, I just kind of need them out of the house because that's a lot. And once I get finished with this is going to be a lot. And those candle things, yeah, so we got to get some stuff out of here. But the one thing I am going to do is record and list out and count all of this stuff as it's leaving here. So bow or not, it's going to get listed in an inventory sheet before it leaves here. So after I get through with this tonight, that's what I'm going to be doing so that I can take these gifts out of here tomorrow. I've been seeing that for multiple days now, and tomorrow is the day. Happy birthday to the grandbaby. Thank you. I had Grandparents' Day last month. Oh, really? Yeah. She'll actually be with me tomorrow. The grandbaby whose birthday is next week. She'll be with me tomorrow. They have no school, so I'm on Gigi duty tomorrow. Tasha says I'm doing unbaskets. That's it. That sounds like a plan. Thank you, Miss Brenda. She says happy birthday to the grandbaby. Yeah, they coming back to back at this point. We had one in September. We got one in October. Um, then we have one in December. Uh, Wait, I'm missing somebody. Yeah, there's August, September, October, December, and then March. So that's all 5 of them. So yeah, they're starting to roll around here. We got 2 down and 3 more to go. So, but yeah, these string carriers. Now, one thing that I did do is I cut a base. Y'all know me and my bases and my templates and all that kind of stuff. I wanted these to sit up, and I didn't want to stuff them with a whole bunch of paper. Now, I will be putting some paper or something in the bottom of some of these, maybe. It just depends on how heavy the items are that I'm putting on there. But this is just some regular cardboard roll. It was the actual inside of the roll of the shrink wrap. Remember that shrink wrap on the roll that I was using for the slipper gifts? Well, this is one of the wraps that came with it, out of that. So all I did was measured it, and I cut me some blocks just under where the top of the container is. Now what I'm going to do with these, and that one's kind of a little bit shorter, and none of these things are actually straight. But what I'm going to do with these is stick them in the bottom, and then that's going to allow me to put my landing in here, or my base in here, so that I won't have to try to stuff all of that with paper. I don't have a problem stuffing my stuff with paper. It just uses up a lot of paper. The second thing is my paper be uneven, and it have my stuff sitting all wonky, and I don't like that. So at least if I get me a top on there, then I have flat surface to work with, and then I worry about getting this thing covered up later on. So that's what I'm doing. I plugged up my little heat gun, and hopefully she lasts. Yeah, she's warming up. And I'm gonna put a little dab of glue down here and stick these landings in here, columns in here, and then we're gonna put this little piece in here also. And with that, let me see. Okay, and then I'm gonna be done, and I can start building. So I have pulled some of the lotions. I pulled some drink mixes. I have some coffees up here. I have coffee cups up here. I have a couple of tumblers up here. So yeah, we're gonna just figure out what all fits in these things and how I can make it work. Now, of course, I had to go back. Hey, Lisa Bell, welcome to the live. Miss Rosetta says, I've signed up for a vendor event November the 7th and 8th. Hopefully, I'll do a video on my items. Yes, Miss Rosetta, we want to see. You know I want to see. Hey, KOK. But awesome, you have a vendor event coming up already. Also, that's cool. That's cool. Have you guys figured out what you're taking to your vendor events? Like, do we have a list? I'm asking because it's going to be my first. So, do we have a list of items that we want to take, or are we just like winging it? Are you creating stuff to take? I'm trying to figure out what I need to be doing. Good evening, Crystal. Nope. Alicia said good evening. Hey, Alicia. Crafty Granny says, happy birthday to your sweet baby. They grow so fast. They do. My first grandbaby, she will be 10 in a week and a half. My last grandbaby just turned 2. That's the one you guys have seen on the camera multiple times. He just turned 2. So it goes really fast, but she'll be with Gigi tomorrow, so I'm sure we'll have all kind of fun. Miss KLK, Lisa Bell, Lisa, Alicia. Speaking. Oops, about to remove somebody. Congrats to you, Miss Rosetta, and good luck on your event. Yes. Congratulations for securing you a vendor event. Much success, Lisa Bell says. Hey, Marie. Wrap it up, Marie. Welcome in. Hey, all things with a K. How are you, hon? And look at that. That slid in there like butter. I love it when a plan comes together. Well, actually, it's a little off-centered and stuff, but I think it'll be all right. I don't think they're gonna be looking that hard. If I really wanted to, I can use my scissors and cut that little smidge off. I don't want to screw up my thing. This is my template. This may have been my template. Let me see. I have a couple more over here. Some of them were just a bit too long, and then some of them were right on the money. Oh, that's cute. All right. Miss Gordon says, my internet and cable is out. Tech won't be able to come until Monday. It's all good. I got my phone and I'll be busy all weekend. Got vendor event and church festival Saturday. Oh, great job, Miss Alicia. I know you're going to be busy. Everybody's speaking. How are y'all doing tonight, Marie says. I am well, Marie. Trying to get some work done. So we will see. But yeah, I like that. That's cute. I mean, it's not like it's nothing to be looking at, but with the little tower and the little piece, now we have a flat surface on here, and I can put whatever I want to up there. So before we get to doing some more of these, let me see how this is going to look. Kay says she's doing well and wonders how Marie's doing. The event is a senior center, so I believe I need plenty of grab and go items. Yeah. If you haven't, Miss Rosetta, check out Divine Creations. Nicole with Divine Creations. She does some events at a senior place also, and she takes regular goods up there and sells to the people. But she may be a good resource. You can go and look at some of her videos and see how she selects which items she's taken and that kind of thing. She talks about some of the things that they've purchased from her and all of that. Now, I don't know if there's any similarity in the type of event that you're doing versus the ones that she's been doing. But I do know that she has been working with some of the seniors here recently with regards to getting them some products. So that may be a resource for you. Thanks, everyone, for the congratulations. You are welcome. So, I did that. Now, I saw LBE do, what did she do? She took a cup. And she put it in there like so. She put some socks. And these are not the right pink socks. She took some socks and put them in there like so. And this is not turned towards me, so I can't see what's going on over there. And then she took, this is a label on the back of here. I wonder what's on this label. I kind of want to take it off, but I don't want to mess it up. And then she just put a lotion up there. She also put like a bath salt thingy on the back, and I pulled a couple of those. But I don't know. She says, I'm also signed up for an event at the church on November 15th. Oh, yeah, you got them back to back. So that's what it looks like on the front. And that's what it looks like on the back. Now with hers, she literally put a bath salt of some sort back here to make it a 4-piece special. I did see that much of the video. So that is an option. This is one of the cashmere's, one of the newer scents from the tree store. And these cups also came from, I don't know if they came from the tree store or if they came from Walmart. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe Walmart. So that's one option. Another option would be something like these Perk Up cups. These are actually coffee cups, and they're 2 to a pack. But I'm thinking I could separate those cups. Heck, initially, I was thinking I would wipe off the print off of those cups and run them just plain. But then I got to wiping them with the acetone, and it does not come off. So I guess we won't do that. Kay says I just saw those luscious today for the first time. Oh, the fall scents. Yeah, those are cute. I'm liking the packaging on them, the design on them. That's pretty cute. Miss Rosetta said, how would you price that concept? I always separate those 2-pack cups. Oh yeah, the cups, the socks. If it's got multiples of it, it will be separated 9 times out of 10. There's sometimes when I leave the whole thing in there if I need space or if it was inexpensive and that kind of thing. Or if that's just the concept itself, then yeah. Miss Rosetta, I'm thinking for this, I could do these as inexpensively as like $10. Because some of the stuff I have in here before I started putting the lotions in there, I was working with, I was thinking, this is where my mind initially took me. Even though these are coffee to go tumblers, I was thinking I'm going to just give them like some of these drink packs. You remember I got all these stolen drink mixes? So I was like, I can give them a drink mix thingy and they have a cup. Now, is it an official coffee cup or is it just a cup? It says caution, hot, something, something. Let's see what else it says under here. Top right, dishwasher safe, lid, remove lid before microwaving. So I'm thinking they could do that and just be done. And give them a salt, a little drink packet, and call it a day. But how do y'all feel getting a coffee cup but not actually having coffee? Hey, Miss Sophia, welcome to the live. Yeah. Because I have a lot of these drink mixes. Remember I told you guys we were pennying out and they went down to, 10 cents or 15 cents or whatever they were at at Dollar General, that I could use those with some of all of the tumblers I have. So I have tumblers as far back as these ones. This Perk Up. Y'all know this was some time ago. What is this? This is S22. So these were from 2022. So I have quite the drink container or drink container selection. But even though they have this Perk Up, on there. I can put a sticker on here. Hold on a second. I got stickers, and I was actually going to use these stickers for something else. This is not a sticker. What's it? But I can put a sticker on here, on the cup, to cover up the coffee of it so it can go with my theme. But is that being deceptive? can literally put that sticker on there. I can also take these stickers and decorate the little carrier with them. What else can I put on the front of there? Maybe prayer cards. No, prayer cards are just a little too. We got these. That's blue. Let me see what y'all saying. I was watching from the bushes driving and excited to see what you were doing with those carry away containers. I got some from the bin store and I'm looking for ideas, says Miss Sophia. Miss Sophia, I was thinking about that also. What I started doing is, like I said, I was thinking that I could put that they are coffee cups, but who says they have to just have coffee in them, you know? Um, so that's kind of where my mind went when I first thought about the carrier. Not when I first thought about them, but last night and into this morning, I was thinking about them because y'all know I left all the stuff on the table and I just went to bed. So this morning I got up and I started, or when I finally started messing with the table, I was like, let me get all this stuff off of here. And I was like, well, screw it. Let's see what we can use to make something with that I have in here. I looked over and saw the lotions, and I was like, well, actually, I looked over first and saw the drink mixes. I had like 2 boxes over there that I had been using, or had as placeholders in a concept. So I was like, I'll do that, you know. But then I was just like, I don't know if I can give them a drink like these sugar-free drink mix thingies and a coffee cup because it's not actually coffee. Then, of course, I remembered I had my caramel lattes. I have multiple of these little boxes of Folgers, and inside of each of these, there are 7 little sticks of Folgers. So I could technically do like a coffee um, situation and have multiple little thingies in here, and maybe like a pair of cozy socks or something. So I could definitely do something of that nature. So that's kind of how we started doing this. Started working around and all this stuff. Um, Kay says, I love the sticker. You can glue it. You can glue for it to the front so they can use it later. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Good idea. Good idea. Glue it instead of actually sticking it on there. Miss Rosetta says, when I saw LBE do the concepts for the coffee holders, it sparked an idea for me. Yep. I like the coffee cup idea with the lotion. Sorry, glue dot. Yeah. I can glue dot. Kay was saying I can glue dot a sticker on the front of it or whatever on the front. And then that way they can reuse the sticker as opposed to taking the backing off and just sticking it on there and then they have to throw it away. If I just put a glue dot on there and stick it on there, then they'll be able to remove the sticker and they can use it to put on whatever they want to later. So yes, that's an awesome idea, Kay. I like the coffee cup idea with the lotion. Yes. Yep. Yep. So those two, I don't think this will go, but this may be the only other blue I have in here. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. And I don't think that's gonna do it either. Trying not to knock all the stuff in. Yeah, that's kind of busy. Let me see. I really can't see nothing because it's a whole bunch of crap in the way. Hold on. Let me clean up. Let me get this stuff out the way so we can see. Because I'm about to confuse myself here. Let's take all 20 packs of these socks and move them out of the way. Let's see, what else can you see? This thing's in the way. And it doesn't have to be. We'll put you over here with the rest of the stickers. Oh, and my trash man. I'll get my trash bag out, should I say. So now that the table's a little bit better, I can actually probably bring this up just a smidge and center it so you can see it. I probably need to keep it back here so I can see it, or either I need to move my chair up. We'll figure it out. Y'all know the logistics of it all. We got a lot going on up here on this table, so y'all bear with me. Hey Chiquina, welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, something of that nature we could do. But I was just showing you the prayer cards up there with the cup and stuff like that, and that the prayer cards are just smidge taller. So if I were to put something like this on the front, I would have to um I don't have to do anything. But if I did, it would come up just a little bit. So that's an option also. Whether I put the box or individual prayer cards and something this inexpensive, I would probably do just an individual prayer card on here if I were to do that. I don't think I've even opened these, so I don't know what they look like in here. So let's give them an open and see what we got. Hey, 522 Elegant Lane. How are you? Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining. Hope you've had a good day. You and Mr. Kina just coming in. Thank y'all for coming. So, today's prayer is what it says. And then on the back, it has the scripture and the book and page verse. So I guess I could actually put that up there. Kind of, sort of, not really. If I got butter thingy that I have had coupons, and I can actually slice off like a fourth of an inch up top and a fourth of an inch at the bottom, and it would fit up there, jam up, and then we wouldn't have to worry about anything overlapping. But this is actually pretty cool too, because my little cardboards are all wonky, so that would hide some of the imperfection of what all could be going on at the base up there. So the prayer cards are an option. So let's see what else we can figure out. I don't know how to get these out back in here. And 522 Elegant Lane has been doing some awesome, inexpensive, I won't say coworker gifts. I just think of them as coworker gifts, but little secret Santas and, the not really grab and goes, but she's been doing some very nice concepts over there also. And that's one thing I'm really trying to do is pare down the number of items I'm putting in my gifts. I get carried away easily with putting all kind of randomness in there. So, and then I could put some socks in there. That's kind of cute. But you're welcome. Thank you for putting out that content. That definitely helps, even if I don't LLC that particular concept. It definitely helps me see the beauty in, I guess, is the only way I can put it. It's not that the gifts are small or that they're definitely not cheap, but they are inexpensive and people can buy multiple and stuff. But my gifts tend to be really big. Even if they're inexpensive, they tend to be really big. So I'm trying to retrain my mind to think of that a little bit differently. So that's, watching you design in the sizes that you've been designing in has been good for me, because I'm like, oh, that is so cute. And like, I have all of those items, I have all of those boxes, I have all of that. And I could literally do those myself. I could do those also. So it's helping a lot, because it's really making me think over here. So thank you, love. Thank you. Kay says, oh, I like the blue and purple. The blue and purple. Oh, that blue and purple. Thank you. Those are nice quality. Thank you, Chiquina. Alicia says that's really cute. Thank you. Love that color combo too. Yes. Okay, awesome. Because we got a gazillion of these. Yeah, I have at least probably 10 of these individual perk up cups. Um, but that's what I was feeling crazy about because I'm like, I'm gonna give them a coffee cup, but I'm not giving them coffee. Or I give them a coffee cup and then I give them like a drink pack that has nothing to do with coffee. But I think I'm just overthinking it. It's a collection of items that can be used together or not. They could be used separately or together, but they look aesthetically pleasing, and they're packaged nicely, and it's a practical gift. Who wouldn't like some lotion and some socks and a cup and a new cup? So, that's back to what I was just saying. Overthinking it. Get out of my head. Get out your own head, lady. Let me see. That's really cute. Thank you. Love that color combo. Tell me because I gotta get my life together. I tell you what, Shakina. What? What am I telling you, honey? I could tell you. I'll probably be telling myself more than I be telling you. So there's that. We could do that one. What else do we have? Here, I tell you what. Let's stop. Let's stop doing that. What we're going to do is let's start putting these together. Because I'll sit up here and play with concepts and stage stuff for forever. And then we will not have anything accomplished. And I will have spent an hour talking to y'all what I'm going to do when I'm literally sitting here and should be doing it. So bump the dumb jump. Let's get to work. Let's do some stuff. Absolutely is a practical gift. Great job. Thank you. 522 says, I like this concept. The colors are so soothing. Thank you. Wrapping and bow it next. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Let me do some work because I'm going to be sitting up here talking and playing and second guessing out loud, which is even worse than second guessing in my mind, I guess. So let me do some work. We're going to do some multiples. I got 4 of these things open. So we're going to do at least 4 of these little gifts. And they probably, I can almost guarantee you, they're all going to be different because I don't have any of the same products up here. Like multiples of the same product. So we're just going to run with it. And then I'll figure out something later. Like I say, I got about 100 of these drink carriers. So we can do as many of these little things as we want to do. So, I'm going to go through and tape them all. I need to make sure that stays a little taped because it's kind of wonky in there and I don't want it to come up. The other thing I was thinking about is if I put too much weight in these things, I may have to put a base of some sort on it. And I don't know if I want to do that. I put paper in there or something to weight it down at the bottom. So I don't know that I want to do that for sure. So at this point, we're just going to put some glue along these little columns and stick them down in there. And they'll be absolutely fine sitting in the bottom of here. Now, they're not meant to hold up a lot of pressure, but they're going to do the job. And keep me from having to open up and use 20 different packs of craft paper. Let's move this out of the way. Slide this up a little bit so you guys can see. What did you use on the tip holders as risers? What did you use on the cup holders as risers? The inside of a roll from wrapping paper, cello paper, or shrink paper. It's just the inside of the roll. I cut it down so that it could fit in there. And I cut some of these little cardboard pieces so that I can slide those under that section and into my box. So now when I put my items up there, they're can't sink to the bottom. So that's all I did with that one. And this one needs to be cut just a little bit. Maybe it's kind of raggedy. Let's clip this down just a little bit. Straighten up this edge and this edge. I was using my electric cutter. I've noticed when it's time for that thing to get, what do you call it, recharged, it gets to eating up my paper. Alright, so we got another one in there. Let's get another one and let's measure some of these. Let's move you, put you up there, bring you over here because you're next. Take it to the bottom. Find me a writing utensil. I actually have a pen somewhere up here. Oh, I wonder if that's what fell on the floor. It's something fell under my table a little while ago. And I was like, what is that? But I did not go down there and find out. I did not. And put a little couple of tick marks on there. Where are my paper scissors? Now what I could do is just flatten this roll and then chop all of these down and then open them back up and glue them down. That would be like a lot easier to do than what I'm trying to do now. And or if I actually had an X-Acto knife, that would work as well. But a good old scissor will do the trick also. Except I can never cut in a straight line. So my scissors situation be looking a mess. That's why I was so happy when I got that little electric cutter. Because I'd be screwing these things up left and right. Marie says husband had a work call 2 hours away. I decided not to go this time. He calls me and says, guess how many Dollar Generals I passed? I hung up on him. Oh no. Dog. So does he go to General why he go stop? I tried to get my husband to leave me. We were in Biloxi and he was gonna go do something. I was like, oh, stop me over here to the store. I'll go in there and see what's up. And he was like, absolutely not. So I'm being nosy. Would he have left you there? If so, I'm gonna tell my husband, Richard, but Marie be out shopping without her husband. Marie, hey, just gifted. Thank you guys so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. We got 35 in and 45 thumbs up. Y'all be rocking it out. All right. Screw it. I think y'all, I was going to say y'all going to be tall enough today, but that is so not it right now. He comes and sits in the car. Oh, very nice. Yeah, my husband do that. I mean, but with my love of efficiency, I'd be like, no, go ahead and do X, Y, and Z. And then by the time you get through with that, I'll be through with this. And then we can go do that. And he'd be like, no, that's all right. We got time. this one get. Okay. I passed the cookies this weekend and couldn't stop. Oh no, ain't that the worst? Ain't that the worst? We were out of town the other month. Um, Everybody was just like, "Oh, I'm going with sister-in-law. She going shopping." Da 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 da. And I was like, "I'm not going shopping." They was like, "You always go shopping. Everywhere you go, we be shopping." I'm not going shopping. And they was like, "Well, what y'all doing today?" And she told me, "We going shopping." I'm like, "I'm not going shopping." I had to tell them people multiple times that I was not going shopping. And they did not believe me. But they quickly realized that I was very serious. I was not intending to shop at all. All right, let's put that in there. Marie says he wants me to come in on his job and I won't. So he says he's not coming on my job. That's funny. That is funny. He has a very interesting job. My husband tried that for a hot second. When I was working, he was like, "Yeah, when you can come and go with me." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, cool, I'll go with you." And after I retired, I was like, "I absolutely am not going with you. I will not be able to do that." So there's that. So now instead of me doing his job with him or going with him while he does his, and doing what I can to retire. Miss Rosetta says I usually have to hire by myself because my husband isn't into that kind of shopping with me. Oh yeah, no, no. Every now and then he'll be like, "Yeah, we'll go," or whatever. But he knows I love shopping. He knows that. So, for the most part, his he'll go, and especially like when on Saturdays when there's football on, he'll go and he'll sit there in the vehicle and watch football or listen to football on the radio or whatever like that, and he'll sit right there and be just content. Meanwhile, I'm in the store stressing because I'm like, "Man, he waiting on me. He waiting on me." That man don't bet not be sending me. But like I say, he will come. Um, we don't do the same type of shopping because he's one of those people. First thing he sees, if you need a white shirt, and he'll tell you if you need a white shirt, first white shirt he see that fit him, that fit the occasion, he buying it. It don't matter how much it costs, don't matter how many other people got the shirt, who else might have it on sale. He don't care nothing about none of that. The first thing he see, he picks up. And when me and him first started talking, 20 some years ago, um, I was just enamored by that. That was so shocking to me because I had been a single mom, a divorced mom, should I say, of two little kids. And that I was just like, you be spending so much money on stuff you absolutely don't have to pay full price for. So even at that stage, when my kids were like 2 and 4 or 2 and 6 and all that kind of stuff, I was still like, nah, bruh, you can't just be spending your money all willy nilly like this. So he didn't shop a lot unless it's golf related. Golf related, we can be in there all day. Um, House shopping, we can do that all day. He had to go to the funeral home. I just want to watch him do that mess. I just don't want to watch him do that mess. I can imagine. Yep, he doesn't care about no smash sales, right? He does not. I don't think I put any tape at the bottom of there. Nope, I didn't. Let's see if we can get some on here. at least before this dries. And all I'm doing, y'all, is taping down the bottom. There's a, let me hurry up and get this one in here before my glue dries. The closure or the opening down at the bottom of the base doesn't lay flat. So I was just taping them down so that they can lay flat. So that's what I keep sticking tape in there for. And this is the last of the ones that we have open. So let's get started putting some products in here. If I needed some additional weight, I could always put weighted items down in the bottom of here. Like I said in the past, I've used things like those ice cube blocks that we got from the Dollar General. They typically go on clearance with the other summer, outdoor summer items and stuff like that. So I've used those in the past to put in the bottom of my containers so that they won't be so top heavy and fall over. I'll just take some and glue one of those ice pack things down to the bottom. They even have the, I think my first year I ended up with a whole bunch of those warm hands or hot hand things. Child, I stuck some of them in the bottom of some of those gifts also because they were top heavy. So I had to get something to weight them down. So after I did the first one, that's why I like to do them completed all the way through so that I'll know if I need to tweak something. I was very much into that at the beginning. So after I would do the whole gift to make sure everything worked out the way I wanted to and all this kind of stuff, and I had it shrink wrap, then that's when I started noticing it's still not going to stand up by itself. It's still going to teeter and totter and fall down. I started gluing stuff down there or taping it down in the bottom of the inside of it to keep some weight to the front bottom to keep it from falling back. So you can do that with tissue paper. Like I said, those hot hands, the ice cube things, they usually penny out. So that's something you can use. Those glass rocks or beads or whatever they're called. They've pennied out in the past, so I get those inexpensively. Any of those things that are inexpensive and I can get a lot of them and they're heavy and stuff like that, I'll pick some of those up and put them in the bottom of some of these things because some of them just don't stand up the way you would like them to. So at least they don't for me all the time. So I've done that in the past. But like I say, in something like this, because this is still super light at the bottom, I would probably just put a little bit of packing paper down there. And that should take care of it moving around. But there we have it. I just put those little bases on there. So now we have some flat surfaces to work with. Chiquina says nice. Hey, Dr. Lisa. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so now that we have these here, let's figure out what else we want to put on here. Heck, I forgot just that fast what I was putting up there. I remember we did this guy, and I think I want to say we did this guy and somebody's socks. Where did I put socks? We have a couple sock choices. We have some darks. Not so much. We got this light pink. Not so much. No, they don't have any tags on the back. Have a darker pink. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think. Where's my light? Ooh, slouch socks. Yes, ma'am. 3 for $1 at the Walmart today. I was like, look at here. I was excited. I also got some 6-packs of socks, but now that I look at it, I'm going back to get some more slouch socks. I surely am. Now these actually go a little bit better, but they're also not slouch socks. We got some purples back there. Let me open these socks. That's really cute already. Thank you. Let's get a scissor. Let's get this off of here. What is that? who that is. Socks on sale. Yes, ma'am. I got them from Walmart. I'm still finding socks, y'all. I found some more Mickey Mouse and Stitch, and some other ones. So yeah, I don't like buying socks because I be wanting to get mine when they penny out for free, but I have to realize I can't wait for everything to penny sometimes. I was speaking of the containers. What'd you say? Dr. Lisa says, I ordered those in pink, blue, and red. I love them. Yes, the containers. I saw he had hers in a pink color. I I remember seeing the video when she put it out, but for some kind of way, some reason, I didn't remember that those were pink until I looked back at it today. I was like, wait a minute, I don't have pink. I have craft paper brown. But they finna get these craft paper browns. Heck, if I have to take the stuff outside and spray paint them, they finna get whatever put in these containers and they gonna like it. I like the pink. I kind of like this. I don't know how I can get it larger so that it stands up back there. I don't want to put a base or anything in there. Hold on. It may help if I actually can see this because I can't see crap with that thing turned towards y'all. My bad. I may need to change y'all's position, put y'all behind me or something because at this point, we ain't gonna get too much of nothing did if I can't see what I'm doing. Put these on a little thingy and stand them up, possibly. We got the screen. We got some of this pink. We got gray. There's plain white. Then we also have a purple. That purple is pretty. But I want them slouchy. I want them big, like this. So I think we're going to go get some more slouch socks, y'all. I'm trying to think how many packs I got. Adult or kids. These are all adult socks. The ones that I found today were also adult socks. Yeah, ladies, Joy Spun, 3-pack slouch socks. And then these, the crew ones that I just opened, these ones, they are a mid-crew, 6 pair. And they were no boundaries. And they're for sizes 4 through 10. So these are also ladies. Gifts of love. Hey, welcome to the live, LaSonia. Hey, S. Marie and everyone. I was trying to stay focused and pay attention when you came on. And you've been on for an hour, and I missed half of everything. Hey, Miss Jazzy, welcome to the live. You didn't miss anything, Miss LaSonia. Nothing at all. You know, majority of the time I be up here, I'll be doing nothing but talking. So, you didn't miss anything, honey. That's kind of cute. I gotta figure out my colors. I'm liking the gray. I don't like the height of the socks, but I can change that. If I need to, I can fix these socks and make them do something else. Where did these socks come from? Is this out of this pack? I don't think so. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are out of this pack. Okay, so these are boot socks. So they are tall enough to make go back there. And I'll put the slouchy side on there. And I think they may end up with a 3-piece, y'all. He gave him a 4-piece special. I think they're getting 3 pieces from me. I think so. I think so. I think so. She said, okay, good. There. Let's see. The green one up here. If you put the sticker that is for, also, thank you, Kay. We'll turn this cup inside so you don't see One Life something something coffee, whatever that said. And what do I have up here? Green. Was it this? Yep. And then we'll give her some socks as well. Are we gonna give her these lime green socks? Hey, Miss Nelvin, welcome to the live. Thanks so much for coming in. There's a whole bunch of green going on. I also have these little pinks. I think I'm liking the little pinks in there. Yeah, I think I'm liking the pink with that one. A little bit more than the green. So, they're literally the same sock. I should get it behind both of them. Oh, I can. I can. Actually, I can't. I mean, I can. It would just take some doing. I have to put like a backer up there and then attach the socks to the backer and then put it up there just for it to have these 2 different shades. And I don't know if I want to do all of that. Grab and go expensive is going to have to be something that doesn't take a lot of time. Because just the money amount can make it inexpensive. But if I spend an hour or 2 hours doing it. Are you guys back? Yeah. Nope. I see here, but you're spinning here. Okay, there we go. Thank you. I know that's Kay tapping them hearts. I appreciate you. Hope's live, you guys. JCD Creations is live. Just got the notification. So there's that. You're welcome. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Chiquina says, and they can use the drink mixes one time and the next time use it for coffee, right? That's what I'm saying. They can figure it out. They're going to have to figure it out at this point. I'm going to give them a cup, some socks, and some drinks. Then there you go. Like, you can figure out. Like I say, it's practical. It's not necessarily that all of the things that's in the gift basket have to be used together or at the same time. So, yeah, I think I was just overthinking it, being extra critical and all of the things. So, yeah, we're not doing that this year. We're getting these gifts up out of here. So that's 2 of them. So we got the pink, we got the green with the drink mix. We have a pink with a lotion. Let's see what else we have. Gifts of Love says that concept is making me want some hot cocoa with a lot of marshmallows and a blankie. And go and watch Ruth and Boaz again. What? That's really cute. Thank you, Chiquina. Yes, that movie was awesome. I have no idea what you ladies are talking about. I know who Ruth and Boaz are, but I don't know what movie y'all are talking about. For those of you who are unaware, I don't watch TV, television, or cable, or satellite, or too much of any of that. I have very little knowledge about anything that goes on TV shows, reality shows, any of that kind of stuff. I don't know. I barely know how to work visions here. I learned a lot of it just by having to turn it off because my husband will fall asleep with it on. It's on Netflix. Oh, okay. Okay. Very nice. So yeah, I don't be knowing what y'all be talking about. Last, oh well, that's gonna be a lie. I was gonna say the last movies I saw were like Friday After Next and this, that, and other, but that is such a lie. So let me not even start lying like that. Let me not tell that lie. Let's see. We'll do these ones. Hubby said he didn't know Drake can act. He been acting the whole time. That's all Drake do is act. He act like he a rapper. He act like he hard. He act like he about that life, but he really ain't. So yeah, Temperature Drake been acting since he came here. And not just on the TV shows either. His butt's been like not Drake. He does act like he a rapper. Ah, oh goodness. That probably would be why I don't watch TV. I'll be like, oh, my daughter asked me about something the other day. I was like, who did all of that? She told me, but you didn't see that. Girl, see it on what? Was it something that your friend put on social media? She told me, no, Mom, it was a show. Girl, you don't get on from around me talking about something on TV. But I can honestly say I started not watching TV when my girls were very, very little. They both had a lot of hair. A lot of hair. My little daughter, my youngest daughter, she her butt before she started cutting it off. So my entire weekends consisted of doing hair. On Friday afternoon, after they would get out from school and I pick them up from daycare and all that kind of stuff, I went home and I sat down and I took out all of their braids or whatever style they had for the week. And then Saturday morning, I would get up and wash their hair, and they'd wear down styles and all of that kind of stuff, and wear whatever to church, that kind of a thing. And then Sunday, day after day, afternoon, we would sit down and braid up their hair and do all kind of stuff for the following week. So that kept me from having to get up and do their hair every day. And like I said, they had hair down to under their butt. So it was a lot of work and a lot of time. So young, at their young age, and me being a new mom and a newly single mom at that, I started pulling away from television because most of my time was being consumed with parental duties. Um, so that was the beginning of the end, should I say. After that, it just kind of went away. I didn't like a lot of the stuff that I was seeing up there. Put me in a certain kind of mood, all that kind of stuff. Um, so I just kind of stopped watching. I found other things to do with my time. So I totally, totally, totally get it. This won't come off of here. Oh man, all y'all was laughing. It was a very good movie for once. He was already acting like somebody that he wasn't when he started acting. So yeah, he act like he from that he does. That's what I'm talking about. You don't get your Canadian self back over there while you sitting up here telling me what you do and all that kind of stuff. Boy, go on. Somebody told me if I scrape this with this, it'll come off. I don't want to put a sticker on here. And I also don't want to mess up my passion fruit escape scent. But I gotta get this out of here. Then I'm gonna glue these things down. Not glue them down, but yeah, hot glue them down or something. Oh snap, it's coming out, y'all. Hold on. Hold the heck on. Work out. Yeah, actually, let's glue these out because I can't keep moving y'all and y'all keep falling. That's aggravating to me. So let's slide you. I said I was gonna work you guys, so let's just go ahead and work you. Put you on there. I need glue dots. Glue dots, glue dots, glue dots. Glue dots. Hello. Hey, Miss Jody. He's an actor, not a good one. I know he's an actor. I suppose he was supposed to be an actor, Miss Jody. I know. Ain't nobody said another one. I'm not a Drake fan. He had some little good, he was a good lyricist, should I say. The lyrics were there for me, and then when I found out he was not even writing his own hair, mainly kid shows, yep, that's what I'm talking about. All freaking day. I was so sick of that. And I did that up until my oldest went to probably middle school, and she decided she wanted to start doing her own hair. And then my youngest went to middle school, and she decided she wanted to do her own hair also. Next thing I know, that chick then broke off all of her hair. She was like trying to flat iron it and straight iron it and do all kind of stuff to it. After she left my presence, I didn't know about any of that kind of thing. So then when I noticed it was all breaking off and frail and stuff, we started cutting it, and the rest was history. She got the big chop and got it cut just under her shoulders. Um, and yeah, so now that's that. But that's one person that absolutely cares nothing about hair. My youngest daughter has been bald a number of times. She's literally cut off all of her hair a number of times and started fresh. Most recently was probably a little bit less than a year ago, and now her hair is probably shoulder length again. So yeah, she cares less about that. I get it. A lot of stuff on TV is junk now. Yes, Miss Lasonia. Hey, Jeanette. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me see what you're doing. Okay. I think you can see now. I probably had it turned away from you before. Hey, Rachel. Welcome in. Shakina says, laughing out loud, you was like, I ain't going to tell y'all how to do it. I was like, tell me because I got to get it together. I get you now, Shakina. I was just going to say, I was so hot a little while ago. The air conditioner came on, but that thing's so loud. Used to love. My girl had a lot of long, thick hair as well. And they did the same thing when they got. Mm-hmm. Can we see you take the next sticker off? We hit 50 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The sticker on the back of that thing, on the back of this, is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the sticker to put on here? I'm liking the height, but then again, I'm not liking the height. I don't know. Something's throwing me. Maybe they need something else. I don't know. On the go lotion. Mm, on this lotion? Oh, speaking of on the go lotion, that is not what this has anything to do with. I was in the tree store today, and they now have a little bottle that looks like a hand sanitizer. What I was talking about is scraping that $1.25 off of the back there. Ignore that. They have a little bottle that looks like a hand sanitizer, but it is a feminine balancing spray. It fights odors and helps regulate your pH balance. It's for the lady parts, but it looks just like the little hand sanitizers. And I was like, what in the world? Now, I can tell you, I did not look at the ingredients, but I don't think I will personally be using that. And I don't know that I've even saw that type of a product out there before. I didn't know they made sprays for that type of a thing. Uh, hey, Miss Linda Smith, welcome in. Kenny says that's a great tip. I have some sports themed caddies. I may try your method. Oh yeah, most definitely. That's it. That's where it works at. Because yeah, all that stuffing, especially with my stuff. If like I said, it don't be sitting upright. I be wanting my things to sit even so I can make sure they ain't gonna tip over and fall. Now the other thing about making these little bases using these templates at the bottom that I can tell you is if you wrap it, like this one I'm not wrapping because it's just craft paper. It's the back of cardboard. So I'm not going to wrap this one, these ones, should I say, these bases. But if you wrap them and then you go to start glue dotting stuff to it, it's not going to have a strong contact with the cardboard. So you'll get a lot of play in your items because of the tissue paper or the wrapping paper or whatever you use. So like if you do a base thing like I was doing, making the bases with them and you use the cardboard and then you're like, okay, well here, I don't want it to look white. I want it to be pretty pink because that's what color the bottom of my stuff is. And you go and you wrap this with paper and then you use it as your base. If whatever you wrapped it with, it's unless you wrap it really strongly, when you go to glue dot it, that item is going to be able to have play in it like this. And eventually, depending on how much play it has, it could really tear your paper and fall off. So when I do these bases, 9 times out of 10, I don't wrap them ahead of time. What I'll do is assemble my items and make sure I have a good contact with my base. And then I can go back in and put shred in or tissue paper around the items. And then I'm not using as much shred, that kind of thing. So that's something I will caution you about as far as doing the little base maneuvers. You have to watch that whatever you're putting on there, you get a good contact with your surface so that they don't fall off. Because they will. At least my stuff did. And I don't want that to happen to you. Then it go tear up your whole base. Like all of your platform is all tore up and now you want to redo it again and all that kind of stuff. So with a little bit of, and this is a different subject, with a little bit of time and effort, you can actually sit here and scratch these 125s off of the back of these lotions. Now I did one, and I can tell you right now, I ain't gonna do no more. I might let the grandbaby do that tomorrow. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Hey, Miss Linda Smith, I need that sanitizer too. Rachel says, if you can scrape it off, you probably can scrape it off with acetone. The 125, I don't know if I tried this. What I did try, taking something off with acetone, was this, and that does not work. I was upset. I just knew I was going to be able to get that writing off of these cups, but they did not. On the back of the prayer cards, you can rub the 125 off with paper towel and a little bit of alcohol. Yes. I didn't know that. I thought that was a sticker. They may have been stickers before or something. I don't know. But thank you for that as well. So now I got those in there. Like I said, I'm going to have to figure out something else. They may just get 2 pieces and be done with it, or 3 pieces. In case says the sticker is the 3rd piece. So we're going to give them a sticker and call it a day. And let's put some glue dots on here. On that side. And then we'll put one on this side, and hopefully they're on there good enough that you won't be able to see them. I use a thin layer of whiteout on the lotions, etc., to cover the 125. Yes, that I did last year. It's been a minute since I had to worry about freaking 125 things. All right. Next thing, let's talk about expiration dates. These have expiration dates on them. In an effort to not have to open these up and remember what it is, I had some post-it notes up here, and I would write my expiration dates on my post-it notes. And then when I got ready to make my gift, wrap my gift, I would put it somewhere inconspicuous that I'll be able to see when it expires. And then that way I don't have to keep opening up my stuff. I can literally look at the back and see what my expiration date is. So just like we do sometimes on our signs or sizes, I do the same thing with my expiration dates. And then that way, like I say, at a glance, I can literally look at the back of this and see, okay, this has product in it that is expiring in 2 months. I need to move this. So we're going to focus all of our efforts on that. Or this has product in it that's expiring next month, and I need to go ahead and pull that out of there before I sell it to somebody, and they end up with a week, to use the product. So, well, look here. I tell you. I promise you I just had a writing utensil. I know I did. I used it when I made the little thingy, the little bottoms for the platforms. I had a writing utensil. Did it fall on the floor? Maybe not. It's not here. It's not here. Those are socks. You'll probably see it and I don't. Oh well. Let's see. Hi, the basket lady. Welcome in. Yes. Everything is going well. We're I'm supposed to be working. They're keeping me company, the basket lady. How are you doing? Hope you're having an amazing day. In the interest of time, I'm just going to put expiration January of 2027. And I'm going to affix this somewhere up here to the top. And then when I get ready to wrap up my stuff, I will just put my little tab on the back of my bag. I think I'm on yours. I'll definitely check. Thank you. So that way I can still take pictures. I can do what I need to do. But on the back, it has the little hangy tag that says expiration. Yes, I just use these things as if they're sticky notes and all that kind of stuff, because I have a very, very, very large amount of those. At one point, I made an exchange at the tree store, and I probably bought like $20 worth of those. Why? I don't know, because it would have been a lot less expensive for me to, or a lot more economical for me to just order them off of Amazon. But I'm pretty sure by now you guys have realized I'm not the biggest fan of Amazon. So if I can avoid using them, I do. I like their products, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I don't get a lot of stuff from them if I don't have to. So let's see. We're gonna fix these socks. I guess is my question. I'm trying to figure it out. can do something like that. I'm trying to make them stand up and stay back there. I can put a ribbon on there, of course, to keep them together. I can slide something into the sock, but these socks look like baby socks. They look really little. And I don't want to stretch them out, but in the same sense, I need them to be bigger than this one. Absolutely amazing. Just had some infections in my neck and feeling great. Well, I am glad you are feeling better. Definitely, definitely. Hope you take care of yourself. All right. Let's just do this. We'll halfen them up. But I want that to show, not the green. And then I'll just stuff some paper or something back there in the back and be done with that. It's just up to you, Chiquina. That color on the socks is pretty. Thank you. I think so too. I just got these from Walmart. They were on clearance. But yeah, I think so as well. I was happy to find these. I said I was going to go back and get some more slouch socks, but I've been thinking about it. I don't think I'm going to go back up there and mess with it. I don't think. I do have to go back in there, but I don't think I'm going to mess with these socks. They had a lot of stuff in there on clearance, as per usual. Stuff on it. But I'm trying to do better. So I left that stuff in there. Actually, I got some of the stuff, not a lot of the stuff, but I did get some of that stuff. And let's see. Sorry. All right, we got 64% on one phone. And let's get this other device plugged up before y'all be in the dark. Your wall work is always lit. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. A good majority of the time it is. I will say that they have some pretty good deals in there. Late coming in. Where'd you get the boxes? The containers, these carrier things that I'm working in, these came from Amazon. I bought them at the bin store, but they were an Amazon product. And I found them on $2 day. I found them on $2 days. I'm really excited. And now that I have them, I am going to make them work. Yeah. We'll do this. Like that. And put a little piece of ribbon on there. Or maybe not. Let's see. Cedar and honey, chai and latte, vanilla bean. What else do we have over here? Oh, we have pink drink mixes. There's that one. Now this could actually kind of go with the blue. I can make it go. I think you deserve a different color to hang it. Let's see, what else do I have? Definitely not. Definitely not. Oh, here's some more. We got these ones. This is like a lilac and a gray and an off-white. The basket lady says, okay, those are different. You can actually stack the products on top. I've only seen the cup holders. You can actually stack the products on top. I've only seen the cup holders. Yes, ma'am, they're just regular cup holders. I just stack my stuff on top of it instead of putting it inside the holders. So I'm using it as a vessel. The cup holders as a vessel like I would any other thing. But yeah, I just, instead of putting it inside, I just put a platform down there and put all my stuff on top of it. So these ones were also $1. This one has one with, what is this, strawberries, cherries, and all kind of different little fruit. That's plain. We got a little stripe situation going on there. That's actually kind of cute. I kind of like that with that. We got the blues, a couple of blues. We have some more stripe situations. We got some plains with some different colored toes and heels. So these were $1 also, same size. These are Nubo 10-pack low-cut socks. So here's that pack. More Jolly Spun slop socks. I was going to say, I don't think I picked up many of them, but apparently I did. What else did I get for $1? Oh yeah, we got plenty of socks. I have these ones with some burgundies and some browns. And these may actually work better with some of these other ones. I think I like that better with that cup. And what else do we have? Oh, these ones were 50 cents. It was a 3-pack. So it's got hearts. It's got bows. And you know I got a cup that has bows on it. So I was happy when I saw those. I don't think that's the same color the cup is, but we may make it work. And then this one also has florals on it. So these were only 50 cents for whatever reason. But this is a ladies no boundary 3-pack ankle socks. So we picked those up. So yeah, I'm gonna stay my behind out them people's store, because if I got 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6-packs, 3, 4 packs of 3s, that's 12. So yeah, I got enough socks. I have enough socks. Plus I have socks. Like I say, I have a lot of fuzzy socks like these, but these just weren't doing what I was trying to do here today. Like actually, I can put these fuzzy socks with this berry and bubblies. This I got from Walmart. It was on clearance for $1. Sparkling berries and sweet vanilla. So I can put the two of those in there together and give them a nice little cup. So those two actually can go together. We have the basket lady says, oh, okay, nice. Hey, Mama She, welcome to the live. Thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Hope all is well. That's cute. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just working on some of these carriers. Not doing too much. How long have we been up here? An hour and 45 minutes. Let me get my behind up here. Let's get off here. Yeah, we'll figure out something up there. We're gonna do this one, and there was something else I had up here that I was thinking I could use. Was it something with purple? It was. What was it? I don't know. So I can do the drink boxes, the container, and a sock. Run them. The other one's going to be a sock, a cup, and a lotion, and run them. All right, so we'll just do 3 pieces. I'll add the sticker or a sticker to the front, and then we'll have a different looking concept. I'll make them look different. Hey, Mama She, sup to you, Brenda. Yeah. So I'm going to get ready to get off of here. The other thing, oh, these fit in the oven bags. I went and got a couple more packs of the oven bags. Because I don't have any small bags. All of my bags are really big, like 32 by 40s and 40s by 47s and 50 by 50 by 60s. And like I have bags that stand up as tall as I am. So I have large bags, but I don't have a lot of small bags. And since these things are super lightweight, I figured they could definitely go in the inside of an oven bag as opposed to a real cello bag. Now these little stickers are the cutest things to me. These came from Walmart also. I got them on clearance a little bit ago. They were in packs. So this is a little boot and some cacti. And this one's a little cow person hat. We got some more boots. Actually, I think I pulled out all of the boots that was in that pack. So we have several different little boots and cacti. Those are some cute stickers. Thank you. Yeah, I went gaga over stickers because I can put them on anything and I don't have to worry about a cricket to do it. So I definitely got those, but this is the sticker pack it came out of. Now the stickers that you just saw actually belong in here. I just have them upside down. But there's 3 different sections of stickers in this packet. And they have all kind of different little things. Like, what is this, like a cow head or something? I don't know what these things are supposed to be. But whatever that thing is. Then we have some more like random cacti in here. At her gift baskets and more. I was thinking stickers on the box. Yes, ma'am. And then we also have these ones. These are like a little puffier. That's also in the same pack. And then these ones, we have some borders. That's what these little things are. So one of the borders is just some boots. And then the second one down there says like yeehaw and all kind of stuff. And then this is like all the cactuses. And then we have some more little baby boots and stuff. But yeah, Stick Co. Company or something like that. These I got out of Walmart. And I can use them to embellish the front of the gift. And like Kay suggested, we'll just use a glue dot and stick it to the front of the gift. And then that way the person they can just take the glue dot, take the sticker off, remove the glue dot, and they can stick this on whatever they want to. Whether it's a notebook, the car window, whatever people put stickers on now. Boots on the ground, right? They're going to turn out so cute. I hope so. Love the stickers. Yes, so that's what we got. Another way, so if you didn't get colors and you end up with craft, or even if you do get colors and you want to jazz it up a bit, you can definitely do stickers. You can, of course, use Cricut and print off some stuff. I ain't quite got there yet, but stickers are my favorite. Something else that you could use are these, this particular thing. This is wall decals, and these are Modern Moments by Gerber. And it's more than 25 stickers that are supposed to go on your wall in here. But what I liked about them is that they were different size stickers. So here on the back, if I can get it out of the glare, you see how they have the stickers there? So they have all those little stickers in there. So since there were different sizes and different clusters and all that kind of stuff, and it was down to $3. I don't think I paid $3 for this though. But since it was down to $3, I picked it up because I can use these 25 stickers and put on 25 fronts of gifts if I need to. So I pick up stickers. I like picking up stickers because I can incorporate or help bring out a theme if I need to. The other thing I use is the just slipped my mind. These stickers that I'll figure it out. I'll think of it later. But yeah, we use these sticker thingies. They have other little stickers and decals and all that kind of stuff in the stores. So if you want to bring that kind of thing, bring some theme into your stuff, then stickers may be a way to do that inexpensively. So yeah, I hate when I forget what I was about to say. That's so smart, thank you. Yeah, especially like with the kid gifts and stuff like that. Kids love stickers, so then stick those on the front of the gift or all around the gift. You can use it to, if you got a plain white backer or plain colored backer sticking out of your gift, just plain sticking back there, you can take some stickers and put, around the top of it. Now, keep in mind, they're not going to see this top part of the gift up here anyway because you're going to have your bow. So if you want to put a couple little stickers in there to decorate that blank space, you could. Like with that gift I did, I spelled out her name on the front of the gift with just some stickers that just were letter stickers. I just picked out the little girl's name and put it right across the front of the gift. So that personalized it a little bit without me having to use a Cricut. So those are options as far as decorations and things for your gifts. You can do that on the outside of the gift or on the inside. Back in the day, I was doing it on the inside of the gift, and then I ended up having to change that a couple times. So I would have to open my shrink wrap, take the sticker off, put another sticker on, or leave it without a sticker. So then I started putting them on the outside of the gift. So like literally on top of the cello wrap, I would put my sticker in place, So I wrap it all up and then I take my sticker and stick it right on the outside of the cello. And that worked as well. And for the most part, I think I like it better with them on the outside because it was easier to remove. But sticking a sticker onto cello you're not going to be able to really take that sticker off without messing up your cello. So either you're going to have to put another sticker on top of that sticker, or you're going to end up losing your bag anyway because you want to change your sticker. So be mindful of that. It's like, if you were doing them for holidays and stuff like that, like I wouldn't be running around putting Happy Fall Y'all on some stuff, even if it's going to a fall festival. I ain't putting that on there because if you have even one of them that rolls over into another season, you're gonna wish like heck you hadn't had Happy Fall Y'all down there on the bottom of the scene. Now you gotta open it up, take that off, fix it back up, close it back up, and all that kind of stuff. When you can achieve the same look by adding a tag or a sticker or a decal or something like that. I need to feel real good to use my You better than me, honey. I still ain't took that thing out the box. I need to take it out the box because I know Nessa gonna ask me again. Ask Marie, have you been using your Cricut? And she got her Cricut in one day and made like $59,000. She pulled her Cricut out and made stuff, got orders, sold off crap, everything in the span of like a 24-hour period. Meanwhile, I done had mine for 24 months and it ain't been out the box. So yeah, I'm gonna open that so that next time she asks me, I can honestly say, yes, Nessa, I have. I've even printed some stuff. I've done something with this Cricut. So yeah, let me get to my Cricut activities. So I won't have to lie when Nessa asks me what I did with my Cricut. So right now the answer is absolutely nothing. I have done nothing with that Cricut, but stacked other type of design items on top of it. So yeah, let me get my life together. The Basket Lady, I'm going to go to your channel to subscribe. Thank you. The Basket Lady, are you new here? I'm subscribed to your channel. Let me see. Have I commented on your stuff? Her gift baskets and more. Share. Copy link. I am subscribed. There was a way that I can see if I made comments on your thing, on your channel or not. Well, I'll go over there and look. Mine stayed in the box for 2 years. See there? That's why he told me you gotta feel real good in order to do it. That's what I'm talking about, man. I gotta get my stuff together. But yeah, oh man, and we had another pair. These are cute. The greens and the pinks and the purples. So yeah, I'm liking these little socks. I'm tempted, but I ain't gonna go back and mess with no more of them people's socks. I'm gonna leave them right there. I love mine. I personalized Easter baskets. I made decals too. Oh, very nice. Basket Lady and Brenda, I just subscribed to your channels. I'm on YouTube, but I don't know how to navigate it still. I am sub to her channel. Hover on her name to see your comment. I can't hover on it, Mama She, because I'm on the phone. Let me see. Pin message, remove, report, channel activity. Oh, go to channel, add as moderator, put in timeout, hide user from channel. Let's do channel activity. Hey girl, hey. You've been saying all kind of stuff to me. Give Susan great character. Oh no, that's just right there. Oh, look at there. Thank you, Mama She. Look at the Basket Lady that been in the live several times before. You ain't had no messages deleted. Ain't been no timeouts in the last year. Well, I'll be darned. Thank you, Mama She, because I was lost in the sauce, honey. But I was surely able to hover over her name, even on my phone. Actually, I just had to click her name, and one of the options is, what does it say? Channel activity is one of the options when you click on somebody's name. So by clicking channel activity, I was able to see her commenting on other posts of mine and if any moderator activity has been taken against her. Look at YouTube getting all fancy. Because I did not know I could do any of that. I've seen the comments, see the activity part of it before. I've seen that, but I've not been in my live to look. Usually when I'm moderating for somebody, I can see that kind of a thing. But I hadn't looked at it over here before. Miss Brenda says, I'm so scared of the cricket. I never will buy one. Miss Brenda, we finna make money with these crickets. Notice I say we, at, less than 2 minutes after I just told y'all it was sitting unopened. But yeah, I'm gonna make some money with mine directly. The basket lady says I served to just about everybody. Just figured out how to do things. Good. Hey, twin, how you doing, Shy? Yes, can't wait to create that concept. Hey, y'all. Y'all teaching me. Well, thank you, Mama She, for teaching me. Miss Brenda says I can't do it while I'm on here with it. When I get off, I I hear people outside my house. That's also a perk of not watching TV. I can hear stuff going on outside. Don't be afraid, it's not that bad. I was the same way at first. I missed lives because I wasn't getting notifications, had to click all. Y'all don't laugh. No, miss, that's how you learn. That's how you learn. I'm glad you're getting it. I am glad you're getting it. I don't know why these people can't stay in their own yard. Now, I would be the butt if I go out there and just start protecting my property. I would be the incorrect one if I did that. But I have told these people on numerous occasions, you guys do not own the country. Just because you've come out here to start staying out here, don't mean you own the country. My family has been out in these woods on this land for over 150, almost 200 years. Like, there's a level of respect that some people pay no attention to. And it's one thing for them not to know, but I have explicitly told them. We've explained the family tree. We've explained whose property is whose. We've explained the fact that just because you see vacant property don't mean you get to go and allow yourself and your children to just forage and rummage around people's property. Everybody owns a piece of property. So if you don't own it, then don't be on it. So turquoise blue and hand cream is given. Turquoise blue and hand cream is given. Let me see. Let me see. Which hand cream? Oh, this hand cream. I forgot about this hand cream. Not that cream. This cup looks so odd. We can do that one. Then we'll give her a purple sock or a pink sock, a lavender lilac. I'm liking that light pink with it. I mean, this light lavender thingy. I'm liking that with it for sure. That pink's kind of cute. I think I want that purple. So we'll put those on there. We had something like that. That's a little dark for it. I think I want to put the lighter one with that. 2 hours and 2 minutes. Well said. Yeah, Lasonia, I be trying. I be trying. I be trying. Somebody actually told me that one time. You don't own the country. You don't own the whole country. I can show you better than I can tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you. So, with that being said, let me go send some text messages, or better yet, what time is it? Oh, it's 11:15. Very nice. We'll go call and wake up some neighbors, because your kids are in my yard. And if I hear them in my yard, then you obviously don't hear them inside of your house at 11:16 on a school night. So we're going to wake up all of the neighbors until they get their kids out of my yard. It's either that or I turn on some alarms. No, the other one, the Red Spa Luxury Diamond Cup. The Red Spa Luxury and the Diamond Cup. This one. And a Diamond Cup, that. No, the other one behind the Red Spa Luxury. And the Diamond Cup. If you can actually read, girl, you might actually understand what be going on. Reading stuff that ain't even there. All right. So that's that one. And we'll give her some socks. So yeah, I think I'm liking these things. Oh, let me tell y'all one other thing. If y'all get these, I don't know if you get these same ones. Yes, that is nice, Mama She. That is nice. I do like that. These drink container things go together. Like they actually snap together, and you can make a 4-piece with this. Now I haven't done it before, but they have these little tabs. I don't think this one here, that one isn't glued, so let's not play with it because it's gonna go falling. No, this one ain't glued either. Oh. But they have these little tabs down at the bottom and up here, and you can actually hook them into each other. So I can take, if these were done in a different fashion, I can take these two and stick these little tabs in there in each of the sides, and I could have a 4 drink holder, and these would actually, there's actually an indent in here inside of this box for you to stick that in there, that tab in there. So that's what connects it, and it connects it on this side, on the other side, and up there at the top. So you can actually connect these things and make them like a 4 drink carrier. I don't know with regards to concepts what that would entail as far as how you would make the concept itself, but you can attach these and put multiples together. So I thought that was pretty cute that you could do that. And also, if and when you do that, you can glue these things together for a little bit more stability if you want to use multiples of them. Turquoise is fire. Nice. Yes, Mama She, right? Yeah, I like that blue. Love that. Kay says, oh, wow. Let the Ring camera sound, the dogs barking sound. Some for the intruders. Yeah, yeah. I could go flip a switch and we'll light up the whole country out here. That would be really good to do for like office employees, doctor offices, employee appreciations. Yep, that is also correct. So yeah, guys, I'm liking these little things. Like I said, the other option would be, let me wrap this up. The other option would be any of your little drink mixes. I don't know if you guys are aware, or some of you have saw, but these things, Nescafes, I don't know what it is, but there's now a caramel latte, and they are individually packed inside of here. You get 5 of them in the pack. So this is what they look like outside of the pack. You can take these little things and pair them up with something. And the only reason I put these two together is because they both said latte. But this is caramel latte and this is chai latte. So, yeah, there's those two. Or my personal favorite would be, one of the things that started this whole drink carrier um, situation was a coffee cup with actual coffee items and probably some socks. So let's get us a sock. Here, we'll use this gray one in the interest of time. We'll put that there. And you can put another little tchotchke or something else over there, whether it's folders. You can put hot chocolate, hot cider. I have a list of probably 7 or 8 different items that I can put up here with a coffee item. So, if you wanted to actually do coffee, since some of these are coffee cups, you can do coffee items in there. This one actually is cedar and honey. So with my, or should I say cider and honey. So I could literally put this up there with like some hot apple cider in a cup and some socks. That'll be a 4-piece situation. But these things are cute. I also have vanilla bean, which you saw we were looking at on the blue one. And then the other thing is that I could do the Dunkin' Donut coffees that I got. Those are whole bags of coffee, so I probably wouldn't put them in something that's inexpensive like this. But I do have a number of those that I'm going to be working through. So possibilities are endless. That's cool. Brenda, yes, I like that. Where did you get the Nescafe drink from? That came from the Dollar Tree. The Tree Store now has these Nescafe 3-in-1 caramel lattes. And I was peeking through the holes that they have in the bag and I saw writing on the packages. So I got one because I wanted to make sure they actually had instructions and due dates and all of that stuff on there. So they do. They're fully packaged ingredients and all of the things. So if you have an abundance of these like coffee cup things like I do, I am going to be running them with a number of different coffee items. I did want to do some of them with like E had done them, like LBE did with the body care items. But for the most of mine, I think I'm gonna run them with drink mixes and coffees and things like that, so that it is more on theme for my mind. Put my mind at rest a little bit. But that's about all I have for you guys. My Dollar Tree sucks. I went out looking for some more of the, or actually, I went into a store today and looked for some more of those, as well as the hot cocos, the hot chocolates, like the Swiss Miss. None of those are in my stores yet. The hot ciders, apple ciders, those are not in my stores yet. I almost bought some from Walmart, but they wanted like $3.70 some cent for a 10-pack of apple cider, hot apple cider. And I was like, no, thank you. I'm gonna patiently wait until the tree store bring theirs out or something. But I'm not paying y'all $3 or something for some cider. So I left that there. These folder things you can get from the tree store may have them. I think I usually get them from Family Dollar. Um, And they also have them at Walmart. These were a dollar and I think 40 cent at my Walmart. Um, but they're like a dollar even, I think, at Family Dollar. At least they were last year when I bought them. I got some last year. So, Basket Lady says, how many come in a package? These Nescafe things, they're five. There's five of them in a pack. And they were 125. Well, that's what the outer package looks like. Yep, they're five in a pack. Nescafe. So, there's that. I think I am done with this for the day. Yeah. I think we are. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna well no, I'm not gonna keep working on this. I think I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go wake up my neighborhood because these kids are still outside my house. We'll look for those. That's pretty good. What did I have? It was like $2 investment. It may have been these because these would have been at most a dime when I bought majority of these. I think these may not have been because this was really recent. These were a penny or a dime. These things I got for $2 and they're 20 something in a pack, so that averages out to about 20 cents a pack. Um, these slouch socks are what, 33 cents? They're $3 or $4. These things were 125 and they're five in a pack, so that's averaging out to 20 cents. So that's 53, 54, and then the container being 20 cents, so that's 74. So I may have paid a dollar, less than a dollar for the items that are on majority of these things. And then once I get to adding my bag, which was six for a dollar, um, and then whatever pull bow I put on there, that was basically free when I bought the cello wraps that I've got. So I'm literally in majority of these gifts up here for less than a dollar. So that's why when you guys were asking me earlier, somebody asked me earlier what kind of price point was I thinking on these. I was saying it can vary because, because I got it for under a dollar, doesn't mean I can recreate these for under a dollar. So I don't want to charge too little for them in the event I have to go out and make some more. Now I can say, well, yeah, you bought the other ones for $10, but if I have to fill you an order of 50, instead of them being $10, I now have to charge you 15 because I have to go out and buy the items full price. You know what I'm saying? I don't like having to go back and forth. I'd like to usually just go out with my number, start out with my number, and leave it at that. That way I don't get caught up in the recreation of it all. Um, so I can say as inexpensively as like $10, especially considering my concepts only have like three pieces in majority of them. Um, the fourth being the sticker. So I could do anywhere from $10 to probably up to 15, may even be able to stretch it to 18. I don't think it'll be a problem to probably get 20 for some of these. Um, Especially the ones with the lotions or the yeah, I could see them being at 20. But I'm liking 12 to $15 range. Maybe a little bit more, but probably not less than $12. So yeah. Enjoyed your live. Thank you, Miss Alicia. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Good night, everyone. Be blessed. You as well, the basket lady. Have a wonderful night. Everybody says Miss Brenda. Yeah, guys. Well, that's all we got. So I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat session and watching my wheels turn and while I try to figure out what I was going to do with these things. Hopefully, the next time you see them, they will all be completed, or I have enough of them completed and bagged and all of the things. so that they can go on their way to wait and be sold in the very near future. So I know I owe you guys some shorts from baskets that I've made. I owe you guys some walkthroughs. I have plenty of videos from the tree store, even Five Below, and a couple other places that I've been. However, I am unable to get these things uploading onto the YouTube. I don't know what the deal is, but it's been acting real finicky with me here lately, so I haven't been able to do much but go live or do a really short. So hopefully I'll get that figured out in the very near future, and I can get you guys some more content because it's stacking up on my phone. It's just filling up my phone as we speak. So I want to get that out because after a while, this stuff is not even going to be relevant anymore. So that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure I am forgetting something else. But I'm pretty sure I'll let you guys know when I think of it. Some stuff. Enjoyed your laugh. Thanks for all the tips and information. Be blessed, ladies. Great night. Great night. You gifts of love. Thank you for coming in. And you guys rocked it as usual. We got 20 on with 56 thumbs up. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you guys so much. So I don't know if Hope is still on, but yep. So yeah, Hope is still on. So there's that. Y'all have a great rest of your night, and I will chat at you soon. Peace and blessings.